Morning everyone. Lovely day. No, you see behind us there, zero cloud. Only going to get to about 22 I think today. It's almost there. Tomorrow is going to be like 25. It's only 17 at the moment, so we're getting there. Boys have just had a haircut. Show 'em your pink belly. Good boy. And even this one that doesn't like haircuts actually was quite good today, and he managed to get a decent haircut. I mean, he let me do his ears. Hey, good boy, mate. This one just loves laying in the sun. Oh yes, good boy, mate. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is, you can see I've already ripped all the lids off the solar lights, but in my wisdom, I wanted to test them all, just to make sure that they all work, because I don't want to go wire them up and then one doesn't work because it's blown up or whatever, or got water in it for whatever reason. So yeah, did that, and I just went and connected it straight to a 12 volt battery, so that's why there's only 7 there. I think I threw the other one out. I think it's in the bin. Yeah, it's in the bin. So 7's not enough. 8 was stretching it, as you can see. That's the position that they're in now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Bunnings. I've got to go to Bunnings anyway, and do a bit of running around down in Malaga, which is right near Bunnings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get another 4 of them. That way we can kind of put one here, probably, and then that one in that corner, one in this corner, one halfway, one kind of a bit closer, and then I'm just going to bunch them up. And then what I might do, I'm going to try and get have 2 left over. So I'm going to put an extra, I'm only buying 4, they come in a pack of 4, so 1 and 2 to bunch up down there, if that makes sense. And I'll space them evenly as well. I just eyed them in those 1, 2, 3, 4, so they're going to be 5 along there now. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. So 1 extra one there, 1 extra one here to light this area up, and then I'll have 2 left over, and those 2 we're going to put in that limestone planter thing over there. Yeah, I reckon that'll look pretty cool, and we'll kind of put them. I was trying to figure out what to do here, but blowing one light up has kind of solved the problem. We'll go and buy a pack of 4, yeah. So, and I think we'll just put them in the corners. Kind of where all these little lights don't work anymore. So yeah, I reckon just 1 there and 1 there. They're quite bright, so I think that'll be enough. Yeah, so that'll be cool. I actually found more wire as well. I was digging through, and I found all this wire. It's quite thick, heavy duty wire. This is proper garden wire. I remember buying it from Bunnings. So what I'll do is I'll use that first. So that'll come off the battery, this thick stuff, and then as I run out of that, then I'll go to probably this stuff. This is the next thickest, and then if I do need more, then I can break into this line here if we need it. That's probably the thinnest. It's better to have your thicker wire up front, carries the voltage a bit better. I've finally got my solar panel, so that's why we're doing this video really. Finally got the solar panel. It's been plugged in for the last couple of days through the controller. I've just disconnected it all now, but it's been charging the battery fine. No worries. So I've marked it up with my special paint marker. Jocko, cheers. Ready to put them in with the threaded inserts. I've got the timer all sorted, so you do have to put a battery in this. I didn't think it had a space for a 1.5 volt AA battery, but yeah, you need that to run the timer and the relay, I think. And then it would have been good if it just ran off the 12 volt, but I suppose if it goes flat or whatever. So yeah, it's got an independent battery for that. It'll probably last forever anyway, no dramas. So I was just testing it. So I've set up the timers. It's really easy to set up actually. You just set your clock and then set your on and off timers, and it's got like 17 or 18 on and off scenarios that you can choose from. So I've got it set up to turn on at 6 at night, turn off at midnight, and then turn back on at 4 in the morning, and then turn off at 6 in the morning. So that way, kind of whenever I'm up, because we get up pretty early. So at least when you come out here or look out, bring the dogs out, there's lights out here on all the time. But there's just no need for it to be on between midnight and there's probably no need for it to even be on at midnight. I can change that pretty easy. But even if it came on at 6 and turned off at 10, I'm normally in bed by 10 anyway. So yeah, even that would be all right. Save 2 hours of run time. But I really think this is not going to be an issue for this battery. This thing would run these lights for days, I'd say. So yeah, no dramas. So yeah, I was going to get started, but then I blew the light up. Then I thought I'd go and buy 2 more lights. There you go, synchronized sunburn. Must be like the perfect angle for the sun. Yeah, so I'll go and get another 2 of them. Another 4-pack of them. Hopefully they still sell them. I'm just going to rip them straight open and convert them to run. I'm not even going to muck around with the batteries that come with them. I'll just take those batteries out. I'll keep them because they're going to be brand new 18650 batteries. So I'll keep them for spares. And we'll do exactly what I'm doing here. We'll just cut the solar panel off and straight into it and get them to run off 4.2 volts, which is the mistake I made, and just connected it and some smoke came out and it doesn't work anymore. So all good. Anyway, what else can I say? Busy weekend. Had to go to the vacant block again and whippersnip the lawn. Whippersnip the lawn there because we actually got a letter in the mail. I was only there about a month and a half ago. I did put the video up. I think it was about a month and a half, 2 months, and got a letter in the mail the other day saying, you know, it's a fire hazard or whatever. But it didn't say that. It just said because you got a warning last time, that's why we've given you this letter. It wasn't a breach. That no one had been out there to see that there was weeds. So I thought I'd better just drive past. I had all the stuff in the car anyway because we were going to my folks' place to do their lawns because they're out on holiday at the moment. So I was going to do their lawns anyway. So I thought we'd just drive past, have a look. Yeah, had a look, and the weeds were almost as high as me in like 2 months. But we have had a lot of rain, so I think that's the problem there. So yeah, spent about an hour there, tank and a half of fuel, and just mowed them all down. And then went to my folks' place and did their lawn as well. So we're all on top of things now. So all good. Went for a nice drive in the car. Just cracking 2,000 Ks, I think it was. I think it was like 1,980 Ks. So we're all good to start putting the boot into it a bit now. So we will do that. But yeah, no, it's been quite a fast weekend because we were quite busy actually. So it was good. Had pizzas the other night out on the barbie. So yeah, no, it was good. Alright, well I'm going to zip down to Bunnings and I might take the camera for a drive. Yeah, you guys haven't been down there for a while, so yeah, we'll go down there for a drive and get some. I've got a list anyway, but definitely need another 4 lights. So yeah, all good. Alright, see you guys in the car. Alright, in the bongo van today. I thought we'd leave the Z at home. I've been driving that heaps lately and this thing's been a bit neglected, so yeah, might as well take this for a spin. Right, so dash cameras. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hassle trying to find a good one that actually fits. So this Navman one that I've got in here is the exact same one that I had in the Torana, which was the one I was going to put in the Z, and I did put it in the Z, but I think I explained it. It kind of hangs down. The windscreen's a lot smaller. It's angled more. Yeah, that's the second two-tone Chrysler 300C that I've seen in like 10 seconds. So I don't know what the go is there, and it definitely wasn't the same one. But anyway, yeah, it hung down too much. So I went to a barrel type camera. I like the Viofo cameras. They got pretty good specs and a decent price. So I thought I'd stick with one of them. They only made one barrel camera, so I got that one last week, I think, mid last week. Put it in. Yeah, it was all right. Footage wasn't like nowhere near what this camera is. It's a $100 camera, so you don't really expect it to be. Thought I'd put up with it for a while. The features are good, like the parking mode, all that kind of stuff. I drove with it for a bit.
You know, it's got G sensors, and if you go over, if you have a smash, it'll store that and not override it. All the regular things. But then, yeah, I pulled some footage off it last weekend, and I actually, yeah, didn't like it. Like, it was pretty bad. Even for a $100 camera, you'd expect a bit better than that. It's only a 2K camera as well, so not 4K. That's fine. So then I reset the memory card. So formatted the memory card, reset the camera, reset all the settings. I took the CPL because it's got a circular polarized filter on it. So I took that off, went just back to basics, reset everything, and still didn't look that great. And the audio, you can't even hear me talking barely. It's very quiet. So I got onto Viofo, told them what I'd done, sent them some sample footage, and said that the audio is really low, as you can see in the sample footage. They got back to me over the weekend, and they said, yep, definitely the audio should not be like that, and we can see, because I sent them the original, they must be able to tell that I've sent them and I've not doctored it, because I've sent them the original footage from the camera. If you go to properties, you can see all about it and everything. But anyway, so yeah, they know I'm not mucking about. And I said, yeah, but what about the footage? Like, if you freeze frame it, you can barely read number plates. And I freeze framed it in a few situations where you could just make out the number plate. And they were like, yeah, no, that's normal. That's for that camera. That's what we're expecting. It's quality. I was like, oh, okay. And they said, look, we can refund you the money and send you another one, and that's your audio problem fixed. And I said, yeah, but that doesn't really fix the lack of audio, lack of video quality, lack of, you know, what you're seeing. They said, oh, you'll have to go up to because the one I bought was a WM1. It was 2K, 30 frames a second, Sony Starvis 1. And they said probably the next one up is the A139, which is a 4K 30 frame. I think it does 4K at 30 or 2K at 60 frames. Yeah, I think that's what it does. And it's a Sony Starvis 2 chip, which is a lot better. It's a bigger chip, so it takes in more light, so it works better in low light. So I said, okay then, well, refund me my money. So I've already bought that one. It's on its way. It shipped yesterday. It's about double the price of the WM1. So we'll see how that goes. When I get this new one, then she said send this one back, send her the tracking number, then they'll refund my money for that camera. So it's cost me about $100 to upgrade, and yeah, so not too bad. So we'll see how we go. The only reason I went for the 139 as well is because it's almost a barrel, but it's a bit of a wedge design. If you have a look at Viofo designs, it's kind of a hybrid between the two. The next model up is an A229, and that is a full-on wedge design, which it'd be big in this car, so it's definitely not going to fit in the Z. So it would have been good to get that one because it's 4K, 30 frames, Sony Starvis 2, but it's got a different processor. So it is actually, even though it's got the same lens and same Starvis 2 as the 139, the 229's got a better processor, so the smarts can do things a bit quicker, and it does give a better picture than the 139. But from what I'm seeing, the 139 is not too bad. I did do all this research the first time, but I kind of let the form factor of the barrel camera dictate which camera I buy, not the footage. So now that I've compared them, and you can definitely see it's just like an oil painting. I don't even know how you can make a camera that bad, especially for a dash cam where clarity means stuff. Yeah, I don't really get it. So yeah, like if you're watching, I did put some footage up. I'll put some footage in.
Recording started.
This is EV0, wide dynamic range off and CPL on. quick bit, but you can see it. It's just really bad. Like the bitumen, you can't see any detail. It's just a flat grey colour. You just do not see any detail. It's really bad. And the trees on the leaves on the trees are just really over sharpened. I think they've just cranked the sharpening up so that way when you freeze it you can see yeah. I understand why they do it, because it's a dash cam. It's not a GoPro. It's not made to put on YouTube or anything like that. So they've just given it all the beans on the stuff to make it clear, but it doesn't look very good. And after looking at this camera, actually I'm going to stop in and get a coffee because I'm busting for a coffee and there's nobody here. It's a drive-through coffee place, and they're normally, oh, there's one car there. That's right. Yeah, so I understand why they do it, but if they just made it as good as this camera, you wouldn't have a drama. Like, everything would be really nice, because I guarantee you can read that. You can read the number plate on the bike, you can read the number plate on that thing. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I should get it by the end of this week, maybe by the weekend. I think the last one took 7 days, so this one, yeah, I should get it by the end of the week. And apparently it is a straight swap, because I did ask it, because they do 2 different hardwire kits. There's a HK4 and a HK3 hardwire kit, and I said, look, this says that it needs the HK3 kit, and I've already installed the HK4 kit. What's the difference, and will it work? And she goes, no worries, it'll work. They're all 5 volt 2 amps, all their converters, so no problem there. She said the only difference is it's got a 90-degree USB-C plug on the end of the lead, and the one that it recommends is a straight plug, but I've got the 90-degree plug. So she goes, that's the only difference. So I'm just going to leave it. That'll be fine. It's very slow today. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go to the other side. I'm pretty sure that Land Rover just came out of that side. Don't you even think about it. G'day.
Hello.
Could I grab a tall almond latte, please?
Any sugars?
Just one, thanks.
Anything else? Okay, then
Thanks. When you do the almond milk, how hot do you normally get it?
65.
65, is it? And is it the same for normal milk?
Yeah, same. Same for all of them.
All milk's the same? Yeah, cool. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers. Alright, you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, 65 degrees. I've been mucking around with my coffee machine probably over the last 4 or 5 weeks. I only really use it on the weekends, so I don't have like, I don't use it every day to try different things. And I've been getting the milk hotter than what I normally get, and it's actually tasting better. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's what my drama was. I just wasn't getting the milk hot enough. I don't have a thermometer. I do, but I just never used it. So now she said 65 degrees, so I'm going to try that next time. Yeah, because that's quite warm, that. And that's one thing I don't like, is cold coffees. I hate it. I like them that they're too hot, and then you got to, take 10 minutes to drink it, rather than have a cold one and it's all over and done with too easy. Yeah, so that's all I can really say about the dash cams. I can't comment on the 139 yet because I haven't got it, but from what I'm seeing on YouTube, it's only about a year old. The first one, the WM1 that I bought, that was 2 years old. So yeah, and then they just released, Viofo just released on Thursday, I think it was, A339, which is 4K 60 frames per second, but it doesn't do 60 frames per second if you've got HDR on, so it's a bit useless really. You don't really need 60 frames per second for a dash cam anyway. But my thing is especially on a drive like this. I wouldn't even have to bring this camera. I can just use the dash cam footage. So yeah, hopefully it works. I mean, I'm not expecting, like you guys all know how much a 360 Ace Pro costs. I'm not expecting a $200 camera to be on par with it, but you kind of want it to be half usable. And that other camera wasn't. I felt embarrassed putting that. I couldn't make a video off the dash cam, put it that way. I wouldn't watch it. If I was watching a video and all of a sudden it went to that kind of quality, I'd just turn it off. Wouldn't even bother. Oh, and I also splashed out with the A139. I bought a new memory card because I've only got 64 gig memory cards, and I've got one 128 gig memory card. So, and that's what's in this camera, and that kind of gives me about. It's probably actually more, but yeah, it gives me about what I've got in battery, and I've never run out of battery. Like, my videos don't go for very long. If they do, I've got a chance to. What is this guy doing? My God! I hope you guys saw that. That was crazy. I had the right of way, and he just pulled in front. Yeah, that's why you need a dash cam for sure. I forgot what we were talking about then. That kind of lost my thought of my concentration thought then. Yeah. Anyway, we're at Bunnings, so I'll park her up. Oh, I want to go in this spot. So yeah, I need a key ring, because the drama I got is, it's probably not a massive deal to people, but yeah, that I don't like that. This is like it's not a round key ring, it's flat for some reason, and it doesn't. This gets locked up big time, so you can't move it freely, and it's in your pocket, and it's just causing havoc. So yeah. That was one thing off. That's why I'm here, kind of thing. Anyway, be back soon. All right, yeah. So that's what I was chasing. I just got some little ones, and this one's probably a little bit too small. But anyway, it works now. At least you can bundle up your keys. They're not like locked in a position. Yeah, heaps better. Fits in the pocket a bit nicer. Probably my cheapest expedition to Bunnings, $1.85 for a 10 pack of keyrings. Pretty cool. All right, they didn't have the lights. They've got the same brand, different lights, but they don't have the exact same light that I've got. They actually sell them in an 8-pack now. For $105 or something like that, and I don't need 8. I only really need 2. Yeah, I only really need 2, but I could use 4. They wouldn't go to waste, the other 2. But yeah, I definitely don't need 8, and I don't want to put them out the front because I've really got nowhere to put them out the front. It's a waste of time out there. So I looked in their Globe department, and everything's either 240 volt or 12 volt, so that's no good to me. I could make 12 volt work, but I'd have to run a whole nother wire, and then it probably, oh yeah, you could still make it work off that same timer and everything, but you'd have to run a whole nother wire. It wouldn't be worth it. I was thinking the only way you could make it work is do 2 12 volt ones. I still don't have the body though. Nah, so it wouldn't work. Yeah, it wouldn't work. The next thing I'm going to do is jump on eBay or Temu or something, and I'll just get some neon what's the name, LED rope, or what, I don't even know what it's called actually. It's like a tube, I don't know, the bendy neon stuff that you put like here and things like that, and I'll just get that. You can get them to run on 4 volts or whatever, and I'll do that. I do have some LEDs at home that will run from 3 to 12 volt. I tested them and they're just not very bright at 4 volt. So yeah, they're not going to work. But if I get some specific LEDs that run on 4 volt, they'll be bright enough to use then. So yeah, and then I'll just take all the guts out of the broken light and just put LEDs in them, and hopefully it looks about the same. And what I'll do with that one is I'll put that one kind of independent somewhere, so you don't really see it with all the other ones, so that way if it is a different brightness or whatever, you don't really notice it. Yeah, so that won't be an issue. I'll be able to fix that. So lucky I haven't put it in the bin, it's just in the temporary bin, because I need to use that. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh, I hate going to banks. I'm glad I don't have to go too often. I think it'll be a thing of the past going to the bank pretty soon. Though, one not the bank that I use, but a different branch or different company, whatever you want to call them, different bank. They've actually gone to no more physical shop that you can go into. They're just tellers everywhere. Not tellers, like electronic ATMs, I suppose you call them. Yeah. So yeah, they've done away with all their human tellers, and they've just gone to ATMs. You know, if they've done it, then I'd say my bank won't be too far away from doing things like that. And just then I was at the ATM, and she's walked an old couple up, probably don't really know how to use ATMs. They lined up to see the teller, and she's got out of her thing from behind and come and got them and trying to show them how to use the ATM. They look like they're about 90 years old. So that's what they're trying to do. I think it's just get everyone over to using ATMs, and then slowly they'll close down all the branches and be done with it. So anyway, I think I remembered what I was saying before that guy almost crashed into me. The dash cam I got coming, the 139, actually you can buy a separate lavalier microphone for it. I just saw it as part of the accessory list for that dash camera, and I was like, oh, that'll probably come in handy. So I grabbed that. So yeah, hopefully that works out. I got it, mate. You know, I can do maybe YouTube videos with it if the video's alright and the audio's alright, but mainly because the audio on that last one was very low, and I'm thinking it may be a defect in the camera, but I've had this camera working in there and it's no problem. Audio levels are fine, but I was thinking maybe because that Nissan's got active noise cancelling in it. So it's got microphones, it's got little things around everywhere, and it picks up cabin noise. And then I don't know how it does it, but I think through the speakers it puts a negative of that sound wave through, from what I was reading, and it just makes you perceive it as being quieter. So I'm thinking maybe it's doing something like that, and it's cancelling out noise, and that's why the microphone of the dash cam doesn't work. But I did have my Navman in there for a couple of weeks, or a week, and that was fine. Put the WM1 in, didn't work, and I've had this camera in there, and it worked. So out of 3 different cameras, only the WM1 didn't work. So yeah, I reckon it might be the camera, but it may be the noise cancelling. So we'll see with this new camera. But that's why I bought the lavalier, so then that way I can put it right next to me, and hopefully it's better than what it was, because unusable otherwise. The audio was 100% unusable. So yeah, but anyway, we're almost back at home, so we'll see ya. I'm definitely not going to get this finished today. I've got other stuff to do today, so yeah, it's definitely not going to happen today. So I'll see what lights I've got in the shed, and we will try and fix that broken one with what I've got. Otherwise I'm going to have to order something, but that's not an issue. I can still wire everything up and get it all going, and then when I get the light I can just fix it in the garden kind of thing where it is. So that's not an issue. Oh, yeah, we got a thing in the mail the other day saying that they're putting a new shared path for pedestrians and bikes here. So I think that's what this is all about. So here's one of the two-tone 300C Chrysler, silver and black, and that's what I saw just as I pulled out of my street. That's what I saw as well. So yeah, they're sinking the power. I think that's what all this is. That's what all this conduit is. They've got to get rid of all these power poles, sink the power, and then they can come through and put a nice path over it. It's going to go from that main road all the way up to the top main road, so that's really cool. That'd be good one to try out on the scooter or on the bike. But anyway, we'll see you back in the shed. Alright, so let's get this. I think we'll just get all this mounted. Get it mounted, might even get it mounted in the shed there. Chuck the battery up, just get it all wired. I think we'll do that. We may even start running the wires around this veranda here, and then just get them in a bundle, and then we can probably even start sinking some wires actually. I think now that I'm not getting more lights, I think we're just going to leave it as the position that they are. I might just get a measure tape and just, I mean, they look alright. They're pretty well spaced over there, so I think I might leave them. I kind of spaced them to be with plants, so that plants weren't blocking them. So I think we're just going to leave them, because yeah, once we wire them together, they're kind of in that fixed position. You can't move them after that. That's why I'm making a big deal about it, because once they're wired, they're locked. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that paint does not stick to shiny fake carbon fibre. Yeah, this fake carbon fibre stuff, it's pretty good, but it's just very thick. I don't think you could actually ever use it to wrap any intricate parts with, that's for sure. Like, it barely goes around a 90-degree corner. And I need to get some more super glue as well. I refuse to buy it from Bunnings or anywhere really from around here, only because it's so expensive. I don't know what it is, but you know, online I'm pretty sure this is from the old Hobby King days, so this should be like over 10 years old, this super glue, and it still goes. Yeah, I'm out of it like right now. Just enough to do that. Yeah, whereas you buy $15 tiny little tube of super glue from Bunnings and it's buggered in a week. I was actually thinking of running the wires all behind this, so you don't see them, but quickly changed my mind. It's just drilling more holes, and then you'd have to put some kind of like a grommet or something to make it look nice, because it's only MDF and it won't, when you drill it, it all bubbles out. So yeah, didn't take long to change my mind on that one. Should look alright anyway with exposed wires. I'll try and use some wire
wire shield or conduit as much as I can. It'll make it look half decent. That's it. 2 seconds, I've got to find some bolts now that are going to be, oh, they don't have to be very long actually. Try these. Yep, I'll do. But the head doesn't fit through. Okay, so that's out of the question. What about these ones? These are going to be too small. Yep, too small. These will be too small then. Yep. Alright, 3 seconds. Alright, now dig into my good ones. It's too big. There you are. 2.5, 4, 3 mil. That's got him. Probably might only need 2. Might have gone a bit overboard there. Put them in. That's it. Alright. Okay, so pretty much that's, this grey wire is 12 volt in, then that's 12 volt out, goes underneath to the converter, and then that's 4.2 volt to the lights. So yeah, pretty easy. So all that wiring there, that's going to be connected to that, and I'll solder it. Solder it? Yeah, I think I'll solder it, but if I ever have to make any changes, then I'll just chop the wires and I'll put a plug, so then that way it can go back together just with plugs. But yeah, for right now, I think I'm just going to hardwire everything. There's no need for it to be takey offy. Yeah, there's no need for it just yet. But yeah, any time I need to do any maintenance, change a battery, and this has to come down for whatever reason, then yeah, cut, and then I'll put some 12 volt plugs in. So then that way you just put it back and then connect it, and then if you ever need to do maintenance again, it's just plug and then take that off. But let's see how this is going to fit now. So I want to kind of, yeah, I think I did mark it actually. Yeah, I did mark it. Yep. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to use some same threaded inserts, but bigger ones, and then some nice big bolts for it, and we'll just do the same story, just two is going to be enough. This doesn't weigh anything, it really doesn't weigh anything, so I'll get some bigger threaded inserts. There we go. So we got 2 big bolts, 2 big threaded inserts. These are a bit shorter actually, so yeah, nice size. I think it's an M8 or something. But they're not very long, which is perfect for this wood, because there's no point making it longer than what it has to be. So yeah, we'll put them 2 in there, then them 2, and I'll find some washers. There we go, got some nice big washers, spread the load. So pretty much, I think what we'll do, yeah, we don't really have to, I'll measure it to make it look good. I'm in 30 mil. There. And then 30 mil from the top. Cool. And then we'll go, let's see how much room we got. Okay, so that's 30 mil. This comes in 30, so if we do 15, even 20, no, let's do 15, so that way it's in the middle. 30, 15. Okay. And that one's bang on. 15. So it's 15 in and 30 back that way. So we'll have to change this over. Probably not bigger than that. That's plenty. So you can see the wings sticking out there, hopefully. So yeah, that'll be enough. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure I'm out of glue. Yep. Oh, there's a bit. Okay. Find an Allen key for this. Probably no. Oh, you can really reef down on them because they're so big. Yep, nice. I will use that paint pen to mark this, but I can't do it holding this and the camera, so bear with me. I definitely need draw bits for Christmas presents, I think. These are all blunt. They actually line up. There you go, nice. Okay, so that's all good. I think that way. Now I don't have, maybe I do, hang on. Yeah, I do, some battery terminals. Oh, that's heavy. So what we want to do is put that on there, that on there. We'll have to open this up a bit. That's it. And this is kind of around the wrong way. It's a bit of a prick to get your you can't swap it because it's got the, it has to go that way or that way. Yeah, let's go that way. In here. Perfect. So we use the blueies, 2 of them. And we'll get so I'm going to use the big thick black stuff, like I said, just to start everything off. And then as I run out of the thicker stuff, I'll go to the next thickest and then drop down from there. So it doesn't have a trace, it's just got printing, so we'll use that printing as the negative. So if this is negative, I'm going to get a bit of heat shrink. So yep, that's negative, that's negative. I wonder how you crimp them. Must I've got a few different crimping pliers, but yeah, I think it's this one. Nah, that definitely didn't work. Okay, try again because it didn't even close it up. No, no good. Push it right through. Try again. That's got it. Cool. And then we'll put that over like that. Same thing, we'll push it right through. I don't know if you can see it, it might be a bit out of focus, but I've got it just coming out. We'll give it a couple. There we go. So that should be enough. Yep. We'll just heat shrink this up. I don't buy red heat shrink anymore. So I only put black on the negative and then leave the positive as it is. Negatives here. So yeah, we'll put that there. Crunch it in between the two. One will fit now because of the heat shrink. Yeah. Okay, we'll just go on top. Just as good. And we want them to come out this way because this is the way the battery's going to fit up there, I think. Like that. And same deal, I will do that. Make sure positive, yep, positive, and positive wire doesn't have trace, yep. Okay, plenty tight. Okay, I'll chuck the battery up. And then strip this one. Dirty. And screwdriver. So negative with the heat shrink. It's that one. So that's yeah, we'll do this one first. That noise you can hear must be the little relay in there. There we go. There we go. All looks nice. I'll tie all this up later, but just for now, that's okay. So we got a a red light on meaning power, and then green light means it's sending power through here. Only because I've got it on the on position. Once I put it on auto, then that's going to revert back to whatever you've told the timer to do. I still need to do one more connection, positive and negative. I've got to run the solar panel and then figure out a way to get the wire in here. So we can probably do that now. It did come with a cable, so I'm hoping this may be long enough and it's already got alligator leads on it. If not, I'm just going to have to snip these, extend it, and do the same thing. So I won't show that. I'll just show you the finished product. Yeah, otherwise I'll, because that's what plugs into the solar panel, this side, and then run them through, and then if it's not long enough, I'll just cut it, extend it, I terminals, and I'll connect them to the same way for that. And then, oh, hang on, what's going on here? So this, I'm a bit confused now, what's going on? Oh, okay, so the solar panel feeds to this, that's right. Yeah, so I may have to, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to extend these two wires. Yeah, okay. And then how does power get from... Oh yeah, okay. I'm not going stupid. It's there. I had this hooked up before. There, like that. Yeah, so then these go to the battery now. Yeah, that's right. So that looks like it's going to be long enough, so I'll just alligator clips straight back to that, and then probably extend this wire and get this up on the veranda, unless I can send it. Yeah, I may be able to send it just here and not extend anything. Yeah, but I'll get back to you anyway. There's no point talking about it. I'll just do it and I'll get back to you.